Turning 30. Oh, turning 30. So, this video, I'm just spitting going on by myself anyway, don't matter. Turning 30. So, I've seen posts this year during the quarantine where people is turning 30. They turning 30. They making it to 30. Some people can't even make it past 18. But y'all out here turning 30. That is a milestone. You know, we all say, like 25, quarter of a century, 50, half of a century, 75, 3/4, 30, 30, 30, 30. Okay. So these are all my opinions, I can't speak for every 30-year-old, but what I can do is give you advice when you decide to turn 30. Like it's a choice. We don't have a choice. We don't have a choice. You gonna turn at 30, okay? 30. 30 is a good number. My 30th wasn't about shit, but 30 is a good number. My 20s. I sound like I'm old, but excuse me. Woo, I ain't got that stuff. My 20s was fun. I had, I didn't have this amount of fun. I had like this amount of fun, and it was fun to me. You done stuff in your 20s where you like, I can't believe I did that. And there's some people in their 30s that's still doing the same stuff. Anyway, but you learn from it. So, you turning 30. I had seen a post on... So you can do this when you're 30 too. I do this faithfully. It's the only thing I'm committed to right now. But I'm no drunk. Turning 30. Can y'all hear my little old man coming down? My old man coming down the hall. He trying to be nosy. I ain't cooking nothing, so he's just not really fucking with me right now. I wanna pick him up, but he might not let me pick him up. See, that's the that's the dog that you see in the intro is his old ass. His name's Skunky. That's Skunky. Skunky, you want to say something to the camera? Okay, not right now. Anyway, okay, let's get back, because I know a lot of people be like, oh, this she just talking like this. Okay. So 30 for me was not the best because of different situations that carried over from 29 to 30. And I won't really delve on this a whole bunch, but I have already lost my parents, so they're deceased. So that was a bummer not to have them around, and I'm in a different state than my next closest relatives, so I didn't get a chance to really spend that time with them. I got the call. I did get the happy birthday, woo, 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 all that bullshit. And it's not, I'm grateful. But turning 30, I seen a post online that says, does turning 30 hurt? Hell yes, it does hurt. No, I'm just fucking with you. Turning 30 is, for a lot of us, because I've talked to other 30-year-olds, it is a wake-up call. In the age that we're living now, 30 is the new 20. And each one is like 40s is going to be the new 30. So things like that. But my 20s going into my 30s was not the best. So like I said, I can't speak for everybody, but 30 was a wake-up call for me. And maybe not at the turn of 30, but when we got into the next years of 30, it really, the light bulb came on. So basically, let's just put it like that. The light bulb came on. I'm looking at my notes. So again, my camera, my lens is over here. I'm looking at that. I happen to look off. My notes is over here. Okay. So like I said, changing from 20 to 30, it just kind of depends on where you are at that point when you turn 30. So if everything is going good, you got a great job or you got a great career, you got your business going, you got a great support system, you know, turning 30 is going to be a cinch. It's going to be easy, you know, as opposed to somebody that does not have that support system, has not made up in their mind where they are in life, just going day to day. It's just another day. It's just another day that God decided to let us breathe. That's it. It's nothing, no big extravaganza or anything like that. 30 is just another number. So that's what we are. But yeah, in the age that we're living in, and I had to go back to that because I just lost my train of thought. In the age that we're living in now, a lot of younger people, not these, but a lot of younger people have the option to make income, big amounts of income, without going to college. I was taught that I needed to go to college in order to get a good job. Now, what I was not taught was student loans. That's a whole nother video. I'm not going to start on that because I'll start crying and this whole bottle will be gone by the end of the video, flat out. Anyway, that's what I was not taught about responsibility as far as student loans. And I'm not going to touch on that. But anyway, the times that we're living now is an electronic age, is the internet age. Even though if you're in your late 20s, early 30s, mid 30s, you knew about the internet. Internet came along when you was younger. But the way that these people, young people, older people are using the internet now to make money, why go to school? I'm not saying that you shouldn't, but I think that you should really research what it is that you want to do. So if you want to be a doctor, if you want to be a lawyer, if you want to be a nurse, if you want to be an accountant, if you want to be an engineer, if you want to work in aerospace, if you want to be a mechanic, you got to go to school, okay? You just can't. That is not no Instagram play. That's not no YouTube university. You going to school for that, okay? Maybe not the mechanic. If you know people done probably taught you how to do it, and you just got to go get certified. But yeah, we are living in an age now where your side hustle is probably gonna make you more money than your real job. So, and we're also living in an age now where people are waking up to where, you know, you have two types of people. You have your workers and you have your entrepreneurs. You have your people that are just going to work for themselves. Flat out, they don't want to work for nobody. And you have your people that do want to because they want that structure and they want that, you know, they want to know that they are getting a steady income by showing up to work and doing their job, or a steady income just by showing up to work, because I showed up to work a lot of times and didn't do my job to full capacity. I ain't gonna lie to you. So anyway, moving right along. Your 30s, okay? Keep that body looking good, okay? Don't slack. Don't slack. Just eat right. Drink a lot of water. Drink a whole lot of water. Please drink a lot of water. Work out. Laugh. Laugh a lot. Laugh a bunch. Laugh a whole lot, please. Take care of yourself, because coming in from the 20s to the 30s, there's some different aches. There's some different pains. Not to say we in the 50s and 60s yet, but we got some pains going on in the 30s. Y'all know. I ain't gonna stunt. I woke up one day, and this was like the day after I turned 30, bitch. Sorry, this drink is getting to me. I'm sorry. Let me refrain from that. After I turned 30, the next day, I had a pain in my leg and my knee. I said, oh, wait a minute. I didn't feel this 3 days ago. So, yeah, 30 is going to bring some aches and pains. You know, I used to drink a lot in my 20s, and now that I'm getting older, I can tell the difference when I go out to a bar. No cap, as these young kids say, no cap. When I went to a bar last night, actually, I was sitting there with my friend of mine, girlfriend of mine, and we decided we was gonna get the margarita. You know, the margarita be like in a mix or whatever, and it's already got, you know, liquor in it. Okay. So we was like, ugh, we ain't feeling this. We ain't feeling this. We ain't feeling this. I said, we ain't. But, you know, we wasn't feeling it. But then all of a sudden I started talking crazy. We went to a Mexican restaurant, right? I started talking crazy, and the drink, the drink was right here, and the sauce was right here. No, I'm lying. The drink was right here, and the sauce was right here, right? I'm dipping my chip in the drink, so I know, I'm like, no, this week I'm feeling something tonight. So I asked the bar, I said, hey, bartender lady, what's in this martini? You know, this margarita. Sorry. She was like, aristocrat. I said, oh. And if you are a drinker, you know that aristocrat is whole way bottom. So I say that to say this. I was drinking the drink, and all of a sudden my shoulder starts hurting. I'm like, what the hell? So I was like, okay. I just I chunked it up as, okay, yeah. So then I got some of this stuff here the other day, and then my shoulder started hurting again. So what I've come to the conclusion is, my shoulder don't like cheap shit. That's all that is. My shoulder and my body cannot handle bottom shelf shit. And getting, you know, having liquor, I just can't. You know, it has to be at this point. If it's not top shelf, I can't drink it. If I can't go to the liquor store and buy top shelf, I just walk off. I just walk out, because I know I'm gonna be sick as a dog the next day. So I say all this to say this. Take care of your body in your 30s. Take care of your body in your 20s. Take care of your bodies in your 40s. Just take care of yourself, okay? Especially for single women and men, take care of your body, because people is looking. And if you want that mate, you gotta be looking like something. Flat out. It is what it is. So, yeah, that's that with that. Just know that, you know, especially for women, I can't speak for men, sorry. I find myself, and I'm not gonna stop. If a man is gonna be with me, he got to know me, okay? I find myself in the car, up under my chin, picking for hair. You know, your hormones and stuff change. I don't have no full-grown beard or no mustache, but I got hair growing on my face. Yes, I do, and I just really discovered that being in my 30s. I got aches in my knees every so often. My arms start aching. Like, I have frequent headaches now. I have to watch what I eat as far as like salt. I'm not a sugar person, But as far as salt, I have to watch that because I'll get a headache like that if it's too much salt in it. So, I mean, it's just about really, you're at a point now where you really just need to take care of yourself. Flat out. This is what it is. This video is going longer than what I wanted. Damn. Okay, let me hurry up. So, my next thing is, and this is kind of going to flow into the end of, when you turn 30 or in your 30s, if you haven't really accomplished things to your standard, not society, but to your standard, you really realize that you've let a lot of time pass by in your 30s when you was out in your 20s doing it up or whatever you was doing, I don't know, your life. But you realize that you let a lot of time pass. So this is your time in your 30s to get yourself ready for your next phase in life. You know, your average age that people are living to is like 70, 80. So this is your time to really focus on you and make a better you. So this is just the time to really focus on that. I'm now in the situation where I am focusing on myself. I'm focusing on my business that I'm trying to run. I am focusing on other tricks of the trade that I'm trying to learn that will get me over into 40s, you know, when that time comes. Not saying how old I am, but I want to be able that by 40, because there are people that are in their 20s retiring. Okay, I had a late start. So in my 40, I want to retire. I do. I want to retire from work. Not work from somebody, but from work. Just knowing that everything of my business is on autopilot. So, yeah. And then just tying that into, now's the time to change who you are. This time in your 30s dictates what the rest of your life is going to be. So what you might have thought that was important in your 20s is not going to be important in your 30s. What you look for in your 40s is you preparing for that right now. So turning 30 is a great thing. I'm not going to scare that from nobody. And I do want to give a shout out to my my parentless people, or maybe one parent, or orphans that didn't have that structure to really guide them through maybe 20s and 30s and even teens. But I'm here to tell you that you can do whatever you want to do. You put your mind to it. You can do whatever you want to do. If you had children in your 20s and you want to start your own business, it's all about time management. And you really just have to figure out what it is that you want out of life. I want a luxury, want a luxury apartment. I want a couple of cars. I want a charity. I do want to be an expat. If nobody ever's heard of that, that is just having a residency in a different country 6 months out the year and then coming back to the U.S. for the other 6 months. I'm just thinking about all the things that I need to do to prepare for when 40 hits. So this is your time in your 30s to really think about what it is you want out of life. So make your 30s count, because your 40s is going to be your new 30s and it's going to be time to turn up all over again. So anyway, thank you for joining me. Y'all have a good one, and I'll see y'all next time. Like, share, comment, subscribe, whatever they ask me to tell y'all to do. Bye.